don't. Okay, so welcome everyone to the third part of the calling. I am happy to come here and paint with you today. So I was just saying to the group here, if we have any supplies that you want to grab just before we get started, you can see in my other video here. Hopefully you can see that. I will pin that video in 1 minute. But you can see that I've got my canvas set up. I'm going to be creating sacred space in a minute. I'll explain that. And then I've got a bunch of supplies, just paints. I've got lots of yellows and, this is one of my favorite is that, well, that's Cad Red. Sorry, my favorite is this one, which is the quinacridone magenta. Um, I don't, I use a lot of Liquitex or golden paints. I use both liquid paints and heavy body paints. When I'm doing my intuitive painting and in the backgrounds, I will use, some of the less expensive paints and save my heavy body paints like I've got here. Oh, this is a Graham paint. It's acrylic turquoise. It's one of my favorite colors. This one has become one of my favorite with fluorescent pink. I never ever would have used fluorescent pink had it not been for Whitney, my friend who also does intuitive painting. She got me onto it and it's like, oh, this is just luscious. And I do have some, really watery liquid paints like this one, and these golden paints, some primary yellows. And so it doesn't matter what colors you use. There we go. It is all just playful fun. And so I'm going to get going. I'm going to pin my, oops, pin this one for you so you can see. And I'll have to keep checking to see people coming in. So I'm going to light my candle because I always begin our shamanic painting with sacred space. And I create sacred space with intention. Really, all you need is clear intention that I intend to come into this painting honoring my creative flow, my imagination, knowing that that is coming from source. So I don't know if you saw part 1 and part 2 of the calling, but part 1 was a couple weeks ago and it was all about coming into the certainty that there is this higher frequency, this higher source energy oneness that we have in the universe. And you can call it the universe, you could call it source, you could call it God, whatever works for you is totally fine. It's just knowing that we are part of something bigger here and we have access to that. And so part 2 was all about accessing that through our imagination and our creativity and recognizing that these are beautiful gifts that we've been giving. Oops, drop that in there. Beautiful gifts that we've been giving our imagination, our creativity, like all of that is source. And it is a gift for humanity. So I'm just going to, I light a little sage. Just use white sage here. And I just kind of cleanse my space, my canvas, myself. Smells lovely. You can also do this with spritzing oils, or if you have a lavender oil spray or even a sweetgrass spray, that's lovely. So this helps kind of cleanse the canvas. It's been all over the place before it arrives to me. And want to make sure that we clean that energy a little bit. And then also the sweetgrass is to bring in blessings. The sweetgrass brings in, it's a native tradition. It is honoring and prayers to bring in the beautiful higher wisdom. If you have a spirit team that you connect with, it is about that. And so when we use sweetgrass, it's about bringing in the blessings for mind, body, spirit. And I always send some to Mother Earth. So we love our Mother Earth. So my crystals are here, and I'm going to share a little guided meditation for you so that you can kind of come into that beautiful space. I'm going to do that with me. And we just take a breath. I'm going to invite you to settle into your space for a minute. Close your eyes if it suits you. Feet flat on the floor. And just sit comfortably. I always sit with my palms up. I often place my hand on my heart. And just taking a few deep breaths here. Coming into your center. Breathing in deeply and letting go in a big sigh. Letting go of all your worries and distractions from your day. Coming into this moment, right here, right now. As you come back to your normal breathing pattern, bring your awareness into your heart space. And let your heart soften. Let yourself touch into your heart. Feel that space of stillness, of peace, of quiet. Safety. And as you sink into this, feel this place just begin to expand, fill up with light, even more light. Imagine yourself sitting on the earth somewhere beautiful and safe, sanctuary that is just yours. And feel so grateful for this place. Imagine what it would look like. Imagine what it would smell like. What you would see, the colors, the feelings around you, and the sun shining on you or the stars above, whatever works. Just fill this up with all your senses. Be here. In this beautiful, peaceful place that is filled with all this life force energy all around you and within you. Your safe space, your sacred space. And as you're sitting there, imagine a beautiful channel of light that goes from your heart, goes straight down your body, deep down into the earth, right down to the heart of Mother Earth. And imagine what that might look like. It could be a big crystal heart. It could be a beautiful woman with a big heart welcoming you, a warm hug. Just feel that connection to Mother Earth. She is so grateful for your attention, your love, and there's nothing she loves more than to give to you. So feel her love coming up into your body. Feel her sending you strength and vitality, and love and support. Let it come all the way up into your body. Fill your body up. Feel it in your heart. Breathe it into your heart. Breathe it into your bones. Feel yourself part of Mother Earth. And then as you're sitting there in your beautiful sanctuary, filled up with this strength and vitality of Mother Earth, from your heart, be a beautiful channel of light that is already there, that connects you up into the heart of the universe, the great source of all that is, the beautiful frequency of love, grace, and enlightenment. And feel that connection strengthen and a beautiful flow of light come down from source, flowing into you like a waterfall of light, already connected within you through your life force that exists in every cell of your body, every fiber, and every atom. And all around you, this light is woven in as more life. It is here within you. And as you bring your attention to it, it expands and lights up even more, awakening the light within. Beautiful. This is your imagination, your creativity, your intuition. This is life force energy. This is the energy of expansion and beauty, abundance, all the high frequency. Here it is. And you are full of it. It is within you. So set an intention that today, in this painting session, you will be open to receive more of this beautiful flow, more creativity, more intuitive guidance and inspiration, envisioning into your highest purpose in life, your highest creative potential. As here is spring equinox, it is a time of visioning and planting seeds to create what we are going to create in our world. You are the creator. You are immersed and permeated with this creative energy. And so we will release all resistance today and allow this creative energy to flow in and guide us into our next best step. Take another deep breath here. Beautiful. And let's begin to come back to your space. You might want to stretch a little bit, wiggle your fingers and toes before you open your eyes. Come back slowly. And when you're ready, open your eyes. And come on back. Okay. Okay. Well, let's get painting and having some fun. So that is one way to bring you into intention, attention, and visioning. So we're going to be playful here. But first, actually, we're going to write some intentions down on this canvas. So I will often just use a paintbrush to do this. You can use a paint pen. You can use a paint pen, whatever works. You could even use pencil. It's about writing our intentions into the canvas, saying this is what I intend. So I'm going to use, I have a little old meat tray here I'm going to use as my paint palette. I think I'm going to use a little bit of my violet and white. I'm going to think about what is my intention? What exactly is my intention for the next little while? And perhaps you have something that you are already working on creating in your life. You have some beautiful big dreams and goals. So if you received those dreams and goals, how would you be feeling? We want to write our intentions in I am statements. So I am as if it's already happened, assuming gratitude is there. Oops, spell it right. So I am grateful, abundant, I am personally seeking even deeper self-love. We're going to be covering these up, so it's really just the intention. And another thing, especially if you're seeking more abundance, can write that in there. If you are seeking more abundance in finances for support, you might want to write how you are so filled with a sense of security and safety, because we want to create that within us. I am safe. I am grace. I am peace. I am joy. I am sovereign and free. Because the biggest desires that we all have are the desire of freedom, freedom to be, freedom to express, freedom of time, freedom of any limitations, scarcity. That is our biggest underlying desires. I haven't met too many people that have said, no, I'm good with the freedom. No, I'm good. I got everything I need. I got everything I desire. You may have everything you need, and you're so filled up with gratitude, but ready for more because we are creative beings. This is who we are. We're forever expanding and growing and learning because this is the essence within us. This essence, this life force energy is all about continual growth and expansion and moving forward and thriving into more. And as humans, this is our desire innately within us. And there is no reason to feel any guilt or shame around that, but to know that this is the essence of life force energy within you. And so you are allowed to expand and to grow no matter where you are in life, no matter how much gratitude. What else is there for you to experience? Your soul is living through you. Your soul, your essence comes through you. It's like source is living through you. And so, if we see our source as awareness, intelligence, and that thinks creatively, is creative energy and flow, a creative frequency, and it moves through our imagination. So we need to allow our imagination playtime to let go of the constraints and the limitations and just be, just let it flow through you. It is our superpower, and we don't want to limit our imagination. So once that is done, I'm going to play on my canvas, and I am going to grab my pinks and yellows and oranges because it's spring and the light is coming through and it feels so good. So I'm going to put some of these paints out on my canvas. Got some fluorescent pink and some cad yellow light. Might throw in a little cad yellow. This is cad yellow deep. A little warmth there. And I've got white. Let me just start with that, see where we go. And I'm going to stick to these warm colors because I know I can mix them and have a little play time with them. And I'm just, going to play on there and see. I don't think I could ever get enough of this cad yellow light and pink. It's so much fun. So I just dip my brush into them. I dip my brush into white and just have some fun playing with the colors like you're in kindergarten again, and you're just enjoying this time of playfulness, just the feeling, the creaminess of the paint. Ah, feels so good. And I'm just going to go over top with this lightness, this creative fun over top of my words. Not in any order. You could do this. You could do it in patches if you wanted. You could do patches of yellow and then spread that out. Maybe patches of bright pink. Ooh. And just let it flow on your canvas. Notice I used my purple underneath, and that mixed with yellow is going to make like a gold. But I think most of it is pretty dry right now. And I'm just going to put a layer of different colors on my canvas. For so many years, I was trained as, to be a legit fine art artist and, told how to paint backgrounds and what you should or shouldn't do. And coming across this painting process has been so freeing for me. I still do paint sceneries and that sort of thing. I hop back and forth between intuitive painting and landscapes and mountains and that sort of thing. But this has opened me up to more creativity, loosened me up to more flow. And the other style of painting, like to paint for a product, is a little tight sometimes. And so this is a great way to just be playful. And there's a lot of times, there'll be a gap in painting that I don't get to it. And it's like, oh, I need to just push some paint around on my canvas and just play. And so I will do that. I'll just come down and I'll just start playing with colors and pushing them around. And then later that might turn into something more. I'll paint over top of it, some symbol or image. So in this whole series here is promoting the Soulfully Aligned Creative Mystic program. And in that program, that certification program that I offer, we do this type of painting every month. The end of the month, we meet together, we do a little creative painting. It could be a theme that's introduced, like this month in the Mystic certification, the group that I have going through right now. We've been talking about the fire, the passion within, and running with the wolves. If you've ever read uh, Women Who Run with the Wolves, that is a great book. And so we talked about that, and we may end up painting wolves this month, but it will start off this way in a fun, creative flow of adding in paints and playfulness. And then after that, we add in a symbol on top or an image, which I'll walk you through today. But so that is why I'm doing this today, is to give you a little taste of that part of the certification program. So the certification program is you could become a spiritual mentor. You could become a mystic guide, you could become a creativity coach, or all of the above, because that's everything that I do with people. It's not always painting. Sometimes we're just talking. We're finding those limiting beliefs that are keeping us from rising to our highest and best potential. We're staying in the vision, in our belief that yes, we live in a universe that supports us, that wants us to continue to grow. And And really, it's about, less focus on the 3D world, more focus on the internal connection that we have with our own soul, which is why it's called Soulfully Aligned. So it's a soulfully aligned program, and as they graduate out, they are certified as soulfully aligned, so they know how to lead others through this process, through spiritual awakenings, through meditations, through all sorts of different things. So we cover it all. And the mystic side, yeah. So this is all part of, so as you play with this paint, and some people, this is their doorway. Other people, this is just a way to enhance the intuition and the psychic gifts. But as you deepen into that soul or spiritual journey, which I'm sure you have experienced, that you open up, intuition grows, and it's a beautiful process. I love this bright orange color. I'm just going to let it dry because as it dries, we're going to put another layer of fun on. Only this time I'm going to go to the opposite side of the color wheel. I'm going to add in blues and greens and purples, but I'm going to do it in a playful way that the oranges still pop through. I love this. And a lot of times when I'm painting my mountain scenes, I will do a whole cover of the canvas in either a magenta or an orange. Sometimes it's a warmer, like burnt sienna or something, but it is a beautiful first layer, especially with acrylics, because acrylics, the more you layer them, the richer your painting looks. And that is with life too. The more layers, the richer our life becomes. But anyways, I love to do a bright magenta background or a bright orange background and allow parts of that to peek through between my trees and my mountains and my rivers and lakes. So when you look at a color wheel, little theory here, the opposite of a color wheel is your purples. From orange is purple. So the opposite colors make each other pop. So, blue and yellow side by side pop, and they stand out even more. And so it's fun to do a layer of one side of the color wheel, and then the next layer is the next side of the color wheel. And this also prevents you from getting mud and getting frustrated because, as I said, yellow and purple mixed together, it's going to give you muddy colors or gold colors, which can be very lovely and rich sometimes when you do it purposefully. But a lot of times when we first start painting, it happens and we're just frustrated because it's not as clean as I wanted. It's not working out. And so that could be because you may have, red and green mixed together. They're going to give you more of a browns. So it could be that you're mixing opposite colors on the color wheel. So that's just a little tip for you. Now, mine is not quite dry yet. I might end up using my hair dryer here to dry a little bit to quicken this up for you guys. You can follow along at your own pace. So keep that in mind as you're painting. So I definitely want this to be dry before I, just gonna wave it here, before I start painting blues and purples and greens on top, just to keep it clean for now. Turquoise looks lovely against reds and oranges too. So I have some turquoise here. I'm gonna use my turquoise, my dark turquoise, maybe some blues. Let me see what I have. This is the fun part too. And this playful stages helps you become aware of what colors look good against each other. Where's the contrast? And how does that, contrast really expand the colors? And that's even, in our own life, contrast, right? We need that contrast because contrast clarifies what we want, what we desire. And so there's nothing wrong with a bit of it, light and dark. I think I'm gonna find my phthalo blue too and play with that a bit. Alrighty. Almost there. Okay, so I have my canvas pinned in the center. Is that what you guys are seeing, or are you seeing me?
Seeing you.
We change that. Okay, let me just see. I want you to see, my canvas. There, there, there we go. Is that better?
Yes.
Okay, sorry about that. Spotlight. Spotlight is the one, not pin. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Karen. Okay.
I thought it was going to be a surprise at the end.
No, no. My bad. Well, you guys are doing great just on your own. I just noticed on my phone as I got up, I was like, hey, wait a minute.
Where is it?
Okay. So So here we are, just lots of bright
Cool.
colors and fun. So now I'm going to, it's pretty dry. I think I can do this. A little blending won't hurt. I can make sure I have more paint on my canvas. I already have, or more white. I already have purple. I added phthalo blue and I want to use some of that phthalo blue, but also use some of the white with it. And I added turquoise. Let's just play here. Let's see. I love circles and spirals. So I'm gonna do some really fun circles and spirals in different sizes here. Ooh. I actually have a necklace I wear that has a spiral on it. It's just, we're all on this beautiful journey, spiral journey. And I love how this looks on top of the orange. This is fun.
Girls, come on, out you go.
At some point, you'll probably get to a point where you're like, ah, this is fun. There's no right or wrong. I can't do it wrong. It's not possible. Just play because you can paint over top of this as many layers as you want. And just keep playing. In fact, it's wonderful to have a canvas that is sitting out, and each day you can go and just make a few marks on it. Just play. If you had the space for that, that I highly recommend. In fact, I actually I have a lot of meditation. We have a free Soulfully Aligned Women app. If you are interested, you can download the app. And on there are meditations for free. And also there's a paid section with even more meditations that take you even deeper. And I say on there, like, if you're not the person to sit and meditate, do like turn it on while you're painting or go for a walk with it, because I truly believe meditation is very important for us to create the space in our life for the soul journey, for the soul connection. You know, we create space for physical activity. We know we have to keep our bodies moving in order to keep them healthy. And we create the space to plan our meals and try and eat healthy as much as possible. And um, it really is um, important. So the mental, the physical, like we create space to learn and grow and read and keep our mind active. And we also need to create space for our soul, deepening into our soul, having the beautiful um, the beautiful space in order to deepen into our souls. I'm just gonna have some fun with some swirls here. So all I'm doing is adding some swirls and circles and little white in with the turquoise or blue. And I don't want to go so far that I lose some of my beautiful orange in the background, but I also want to create lights and darks. So I'm noticing that I would love to have a bit more dark in some spots. So I'm just going to put my brush into the straight turquoise or straight phthalo blue and add in some strokes. Okay, I'm going to let you guys play and I'm going to dry this with, I actually might, you know what, before I start drying it, I might have some fun with some drips. Finger painting is always fun too. This reminds me of like Vincent van Gogh's little swirls in the sky.
That's cool.
Guess I'm not quite done yet. So this is great too, adding some music in the background. Just put your music on and play in the paint and just forget about everything else. I'm loving these swirls.
Oh, they're cool. Definitely going to be a Van Gogh.
It is, right? And you can turn your painting upside down. Cool.
And it's fab. I'm just going to get some new water.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm just going to mute and dry this with the hair dryer. Okay, so for the next layer, I'm going to have some fun showing you how you can use drips and different colors to just do another layer, another playful layer here. And I'm going to use some of my liquid, and it's okay if you don't have this right now, it's not a big deal, but I just want to demo it so you can see how you can keep layering and playing. And hello, Julia, welcome. Layering and playing with each layer. So we did a layer of playful warm yellows and oranges, and then I did swirls with blues and greens, and I'm kind of limited on liquid paints, so I'm using my magenta liquid paint here. I'm going to throw in a little yellow. So actually it's like warmer colors again, but I'm just going to throw a few drops on and a little bit of white here. So, with just random, I'm not even worrying about it because I don't have to worry. I'm just playing. And this beautiful background, then we can do some dirt. So then I'm going to take some water, a little water bottle, spritzer. Oops, spritzer isn't working. There we go. And this is fun.
It looks like fun.
It is so fun to watch the colors just play together. My spritzer's not working very good. And then this one will take a bit of drying too, but you can let the colors play.
Oh,
Isn't that fun? Oh my gosh, look at that. Just let it play and turn your canvas and you get
cool.
that really watery kind of texture, like liquid paints,
Mhm.
right? Ooh. Oops.
What did you use there again, Jonas? What type of ink?
So this is just golden liquid quinacridone magenta. So it's a
Okay,
liquid paint. And you can
Oh.
do this with any regular liquid or any regular paint. Just mix it in a cup and put some water in it. And then
I
you
will
can
do the
put some
same.
drips on.
Oh, fab.
For sure.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then you can also, let me take this brush. If you wanted, like that, my yellow isn't blending. So I'm just going to smear it around a little bit. You could also use a straw. Remember how we used to do in school, in elementary school? You know, put some liquid paint on and blow it with a straw. I don't have any straws down here right now.
I like all these ideas. Very
So,
playful, inner child.
right? Just plain. Just plain. Okay. So you can ooh, look at the different colors in
Wow.
there. So much fun to watch, and it kind of, you could spread it with your finger or you could just leave it the way it is, whatever you want. Now you don't have an up or a down on your canvas. It's all just this fun, playful paint. I'm gonna throw in a little bit of, I have some here that is a phthalo green. I'm gonna throw a little bit of that on, which might end up giving me some golds with my red, but let's see what happens. Whoops. And it's like ink, this stuff, it really is.
Oh, wow.
And there's no, you know, you can just start with any layer that you want. Like if you were like, I'm gonna try that first, do that as my first layer, or, you know, it just, there's no right or wrong. This is I would put music on for you guys, but when I record this and put it on to YouTube to share, YouTube doesn't like it. Something about a copyright issue.
Oh, yeah, will be.
All right. Okay, so I'm going to mute myself. I'm going to go dry this. So go ahead and play for a couple minutes and I will be right back.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm back. Mostly dry, not quite. Okay. Now I'm gonna do one more playful layer before we get into, okay, what are we gonna do with all this idea? But I am going to add some stencils on top. So this is just another fun thing. You can also use like bubble wrap or anything with texture on it and just create like a little bit of texture in the background. I have a few stencils that I absolutely love here, and I am really feeling drawn quite very much to, I have a spiral, a triple spiral stencil and some circles. I actually quite like the circles. And I also, one of my favorites is, of course, this beautiful sacred symbol for putting it in. I like this idea because it's spring, we're visioning, we're setting intentions for our future here of what we want to create. And this beautiful symbol, sacred symbol, is the foundation of all physical matter coming out of the quantum field. And so this is the like Metatron's cube, and it holds all of the sacred geometry within it. And so the very foundation, the very essence of creation is within this symbol. So I like that. I like my triple spiral, but I'm actually feeling like I want more of the circles, like bubbles and this. So I'm going to put the sacred geometry one on first. I often use gold for this one, and I might do some gold or white. Maybe I'll mix some white and gold together. We'll see. I also use a sponge. So when
Okay.
I'm doing that, so I have a little sponge here. You can also use makeup sponges or anything like just a regular kitchen sponge, whatever you have. That is a really great way. You can use your brush too, but it's a really great way to tap, and you usually get a pretty good image. When I use my brush, it doesn't give me a clear image, but
Okay.
it's hit and miss. And again, it's just another layer. So uh, we're going to play and see what we get. So let me find some gold. Oh, yeah, I'm going to use my liquid gold and white.
So is that actually gold or is that
No, this one is nickel azo yellow, but when you
okay.
mix it with white, it is just such a beautiful, light, vibrant yellowy gold uh, color to it. So
Wow.
I'm gonna see what I get here. Okay, I actually ended up getting a little green in that, or blue because it turned green. We'll just see where this goes. I'm just gonna do a couple of these here. That didn't turn out very clear. Yeah, that was not working real great. Let me try the bubbles. I like that better.
Oh yeah, that looks good.
Just a little texture there. I think I want more white. And then yellow. So these stencils, any craft store holds them. Just, I don't know what you have there in different areas, but oh, cool. Okay.
Wow.
I love using these ones. I have some that are like the hive shape too. So if you're
Uh-huh.
into bees at all, especially for spring, that would have been good. Oh, that's kind of messy. All right. I don't want to cover this part up. I like that. Let's do a little bit here. All right. So that's just another option that you can do if you so desire.
I love it. Very galaxy oriented, still very much out there.
Well, it does look like a galaxy a little bit, doesn't it? That's
Uh-huh.
kind of cool.
I like it.
So, and that can lead you into your next kind of idea of like, well, what do I want to do with this? I have lots on the background here. What can I put on top of this? So this is where we start to think about what is the symbol that I would like to paint on here? And it could be anything that comes to you. Maybe something has been coming to you for a while. You could also choose a card, an oracle card. So I have a deck here. This deck is Kyle Gray. Actually, he's in the UK. Kyle
That's right.
Gray, Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. It's one of my favorites. So I'm going to just pull a card and see what comes through for us today. And we'll play with that or anything else that you will choose. And I will also choose from another deck that I have too here. So, oops. Well, look at that. The seer popped right out for us. And
Yep.
she is looking in a crystal ball. How cool is that? Because of all the bubbles here, all the
Mm-hmm.
circular shapes. So this card is all about seeing beyond the current situation. So it's a card that tells you that you may not be able to see exactly what's going on around you. You need to use your inner sight, your intuition, and trust into that. That crystal ball kind of idea. I'll read what it says in the with her here in his message. Just find her. Okay, so the seer, look beyond your current situation, raise your vibration, and focus on love. Most indigenous peoples have a seer in the family or tribe. Seers are the intelligent and intuitive beings who serve as direct channels for information on what's coming now and what's about to unfold. Their energy isn't about predicting your future for you, but about showing you how your intentions are creating it. A true seer will help you see that your intentions can change, therefore, so can your future. The message of this card is to let the clairvoyant within you rise up so that you can see the way forward yourself with your spiritual eyes. Ah, yes. Clairvoyance isn't just about predicting the future, it's about being able to see clearly enough to create your best future. You're being encouraged by your ancestral guides and angels to see beyond what you think is happening now. Don't allow your ego or doubts to play games with you. Instead of seeing yourself as stuck or lost, know you're in an energetic holding space while the universe recalibrates a path that is more favorable for you. Angels of light are upgrading your energy so your experiences can be more enjoyable. You're moving towards something extremely uplifting and enlightening. So stay calm and keep your eyes on the prize. What a
Mhm.
beautiful card and message for this session because, first of all, there's a lot going on around us in the world that is very unpredictable and scary right now if you are observing that. But when you can move into your inner sight, the seer within you, the mystic within you, then you can see that that is just what is unfolding from past energies, that the energies that you create within you today, the visions you hold, the energy you hold will create for your future. And so what looks like it's happening right now can change, can shift. I used to read tarot cards for people, and I stopped reading because they relied on the cards too much. And I wanted
Mhm.
them to see that this is just showing the potential. It's not the predictable future, it's the potential of the future. And so use it as guidance to shift the energies. If you don't like what you see, if it's not what you want, then you have the power to shift it yourself.
So
Okay,
true.
so that's card one. The light is within you. And now I'm going to choose a card from my dear friend Kim Sales created, Sacred Soul Symbols. It's a beautiful deck of her art in symbols. And so let's see what symbol comes through for us with this one. Two. There we go. Oh, we got three. Okay, two popped out. Ooh, we have spider, garden spider, and blenny fish, bloody fish, blenny fish.
Mm.
Not familiar with that one. I'm gonna have to look that one up. And then the lunar moth. Oh, cool. Okay, so spider energy. So in her book, there isn't a lot of description because she really encourages you to use, what does spider energy mean for you? And go with that. But some little guidance she has. Of course, spider is creative, the beautiful creative webs. So this actually, and when you look at her image here, she's got little circles for the web.
Mhm.
So that could easily come through here. I was like, oh, I could see spider energy. But the garden spider is known as nature's artist for spinning its intricate and beautiful webs. It represents the delicate art of weaving one's life with care and precision. The garden spider teaches us the importance of patience in crafting our desires and the balance required to maintain harmony in our lives. It encourages us to trust in the process of creation and to appreciate the beauty of the journey as much as the outcome. What new webs and connections are you weaving into your life? That's the message for that beauty. And then let me just get to this next one. Blennyfish, adaptability, curiosity, and resilience. So the essence, this small but dynamic fish is known for its ability to thrive in diverse and sometimes challenging environments. Its presence signifies a need to embrace adaptability and remain curious about the opportunities and experiences that life presents, sorry. Encouraging you to be resilient in the face of change and to explore new paths with an open and adventurous spirit. It's a reminder that even in the smallest of creatures, there's great strength and the ability to navigate through life's currents with grace. So, how can you add play and curiosity into your daily life? Again, that is a fabulous one because we are playing right now. We are playing.
So
I love
true.
these because they're about creation, about, turning within and seeking the intuition, being playful, the creative imagination. And the last one that was kind of flipped upside down within the deck is oops, there we go. Luna Moth. I love Luna Moth.
Oh yeah.
Is intuition, um,
Beautiful.
rebirth, transformation. The Luna Moth symbolizes transformation and the ethereal nature of existence. As a creature with a brief adult life, it represents the beauty and significance of fleeting moments and the cycles of change. Its delicate appearance and nocturnal habits reflect a connection to the mystical and the unseen, embodying the themes of rebirth and renewal. The Luna Moth teaches us to appreciate the transient beauty in our lives, urging us to live fully and embrace change with grace. Well, we are in a time of change. In what ways can you bring appreciation to the present, recognizing its impermanence? Okay, I see a thread here
Mhm.
of resilience in times of change has been mentioned a few times here. Being in the present moment, curiosity, playfulness, and turning within for your intuitive eyes, turning into your intuitive eyes to be able to see and feel what's coming for you and what you are creating, bringing that into. So as we sit in the inner world, we are creating our outer world. We are the architects of creation. So what I want you to, as you're doing this painting, is like, what stood out for you? And is there another image that is popping into your mind to say, oh, all of a sudden I, am thinking of this image, or maybe I just want to paint a heart on the here and just have that beautiful heart love essence radiate through my painting. Um, I have had something that just keeps coming up for me over the last little while, and that is a lighthouse. And
Mm.
I really feel pulled to paint a lighthouse on here because that is what we are doing. We are the lighthouse of this beautiful new way, a new shift in how we create in the world. So I'm going to play with that. I love the fish idea with the lighthouse because it's near water and ocean. I also love the spider energy. So I could even add, a web coming off of the lighthouse so I could blend some of these and let's see what comes up.
Mm.
Also, look at your painting. Do you see anything in it that you're like a lot of times you can turn it and you're right for this one I saw a lot of like the universe images flowing and like stars in the sky like starry night, so I might pull that out. But if you keep turning your painting, is there something that you see in there that you could pull out? Like, oh my goodness, I see right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. I see a snake. This is his eye, his head,
Oh
and
yeah.
he
Uh-huh.
swirls around. Isn't that cool? So
That
that's an
is.
option. I could pull that snake energy. We're in the year of the snake. How cool is that? So just play with what you have
Mm.
here, or you can put one big symbol over top that feels right for you, what is resonating for you, like that snake energy.
Oh,
So I am going to put my lighthouse in, but I might enhance that snake too and bring that snake energy and transformation and all right. So I think I'm going to use just kind of draw in my shape here. Might just so that I don't lose it, I'm going to bring that snake in a little bit more. I'm just using white paint and I don't have to worry about, I'm just drawing with it. Don't have to worry about making mistakes because I can always go over top. I'm just putting a bit of paint on because I honestly don't want to lose a lot of my background. I want it to be peeking through. So I'm just going to use a bit of blue for my lighthouse here and yellow and orange on one side just to play around. You can Google images to help you. That's not cheating. You can just play with some images and you know it's going to be different. Oops, do a bit of white over here. It's going to be different than what you're seeing anyway. It's going to be a whole different image. Oh, I'm getting a little more than I wanted. Still got my snake there. He's going to twirl up the side of the lighthouse.
It's looking good. Wow.
And just lightly putting paint on. I'm even smearing it with my finger just to keep it nice and light. I want this side to be warm. I'm going to do some nice warm tones on top. And I do have a picture that I'm looking at. I just got it up on that other computer here.
Janice, did you say you were going to put this onto YouTube as well for us?
Yes, I am. And I
Oh,
email it
thank you.
out to everyone.
Oh, wow,
So
thank
if you're
you.
on my email list, then you
Yeah, I
will
am.
receive it. Perfect.
Love that.
So something I often use in my painting is glazing liquid.
Uh-huh.
This is,
Okay.
it just thins the paint down. It's a slow drying extender for acrylic paints. So it just allows you to do thin layers, and also you can use water too, the same
Mhm.
way, but it allows you to kind of get more of a creaminess
Okay.
and play with that kind of
Uh-huh.
layering effect.
How much do you put it in? How much would you
Um,
use?
I just put, you can't, probably can't see too well. I just put like a dime size shape on my palette, and
Okay.
I'll just mix it until I get with my white until I get like a thin coat.
Oh, got it.
Depending on how thick you want the layer to be. So this is one way to kind of create a glow. Let's say if I put some here, that's a bit thick,
Mhm.
but I can spread it out and it
Oh,
can create the kind of a glowing effect
yes.
coming out
Mhm.
of the lighthouse. It's probably hard to tell at the moment. I'll often do a few layers and just there. That one looks
Oh,
better. And you can also, like I can do it with a bit of that yellow in there, that, what's it called? Oh, I like that. I'm gonna do a swirl out there.
mhm.
That's cool.
That is cool. I like it.
Kind of have that.
I'm realizing you don't just have to use a paintbrush.
No, you get to play. Whatever works for you is good. So, I'm going to enhance that a little bit with my paintbrush. Now, when you use the glaze, you don't want to use too much water. You want your
Okay.
paintbrush to be dry, because the water can, in a long period of time, can cause the glaze to lift off your painting, but
Oh,
we don't have to worry too much about that. I love creating swirls in my paintings too. So that is something that I often do with clouds and water and that sort of thing. Like that.
I'll get your points and I'll be scared you mess it up.
Yeah. Well, it's the fun thing with the acrylics is that you can paint over it.
Mhm.
But there's been times it's like, oh, took it too far. Probably should have backed it off a little bit. But then you kind of go, okay, if the canvas is teaching me here, how to be the creator in my life, where have I taken it too far and maybe not leaned into enough trust and taken over,
Mm-hmm.
that's a typical thing for me.
It's human nature as well, isn't it, though?
Right, isn't it? Like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't look like it's happening. I'm going to take over now. I like this light here. I'm going to keep that there.
Oh, cool.
So putting a glaze over top here gives a nice glow on this side.
Oh, it does, eh?
I
Oh,
there.
loving it.
It's fun.
It is.
And you forget about the world.
Mm-hmm. You
You
do.
just get into your painting and have fun, and doesn't have to be anything in particular that you create. It could just be playful.
Mm-hmm.
So this snake already kind of green, so maybe I'll keep them green. Let me see, what do I have here? Yellow blue. Sometimes you can bounce around too. these bubbles almost make it look magical
I do.
some way. So I just actually finished an octopus that I used these bubbles on. That's why I was like, oh, they were so much fun and it looks so cool.
It does.
So I'm just kind of throwing colors into the background because there were some spots I didn't like. So like I said, the nice thing is you get to paint over top. I want to Okay. Might add a little bit of pattern onto my snake and then we'll be done. Oh, I know what I need. Turquoise. Light turquoise. How are you guys doing?
Caught up in the moment with where we painting.
Yeah, right? That's good. That's the whole idea. That's good.
I've definitely learned a lot this evening, I should say. It's morning with you, and it's evening with us. The sun is just about to go down now.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes, of course. Here.
Uh-huh.
Just about lunchtime here. Um,
Oh well.
so let me just get my snake's eye in here and then we will finish this up.
It's when you realize you can just do layers and layers and layers and add more and more stuff to your art.
Yes, this is definitely one I could keep playing with too.
Mhm. Oh, wow, this snake.
Actually,
Wow, my favorite symbol, diamond.
is that right?
My favorite symbol, the diamond.
Yeah, that's funny. I was like, put my brush on to do some sort of shape and it was like, oh, it's a diamond. That's good. I like that. Definitely a good shape.
Absolutely.
And so It's kind of like you could keep going. The more you go, the more ideas come to you
Mm-hmm.
because you're opening up that beautiful imagination and letting it flow. And you could just keep playing with your painting, keep adding
Okay.
on. When you're not sure what to do, just take a break and step back and put it somewhere where you can look at it. And you'll either decide it's done or get another idea. Okay, I'm going to. I keep saying, okay, I'm going to be done. And then I one more thing. Yep. And so we have here the snake being the transformation that we're all going through this year.
Mm-hmm.
Big changes this year. Awakening, people are awakening to their higher consciousness, to the deeper part of life. They're going to be seeking out more spiritual mentors and guides. Um, we've got the magic here of the universe and the lighthouse of the light coming from within and being the guide for others. So, didn't plan that out, but that's how it turned out.
I love
And
it. It's
I hope that
amazing.
you guys have had fun and that you'll share if anyone feel brave here, want to
I'll
share
share.
what you,
I'm just gonna share.
okay, I'm going to remove that spotlight. Oh, hello, Cindy. I didn't see you come in. Welcome, welcome. Um, Here it is, all done. Done enough. Lots of sparkles. I might actually take my brush, the end of my brush, and put some dots in there for sparkles. Are you going to share, Karen? Let me see. Let me see. Oh, cool. Oh, look at those swirls. I love the purple and the yellow peeking through. That's fabulous. And
Oh, thank
that,
you.
that you can feel the light, like the streams of light in there.
It's actually when you look at that from the side, you don't actually realize what you've actually created actually until I've looked from this and went, oh, that's very different to what I was seeing. Oh, I'm loving that.
Right?
Oh, oh, thank you. Thank you.
You are so welcome. Liko, Cindy, I hope you've had some nice tips and fun to get creative. And I will for sure be posting this video so that you can go back through it and play around again and again. Enjoy yourself. All right. Thank
Oh,
you for being here, you guys. It's been real hit and miss lately with people online. I find the time is quite unpredictable, and I'm just going with the flow. And it's like don't make it mean anything. Mahalo, are you in Hawaii? Oh my goodness, or Tahiti? Oh my goodness. Yes, I love that. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I will see you guys again soon. If you want more information on any of my programs, just reach out and I will get to you. All right.
oh, thank you so much. Thank you for your time as well.
Oh, you're
Take
so
care,
welcome.
Janice.
Okay.
Thank
Bye
you.
for now.
Bye.